Hi guys, it's Monday again, so we're unboxing some premium cars today. Today we're focused on NHRA drag racing, and this is some older stuff and a couple newer items. The Autoworld top fuel cars, like this guy here, Anton Brown, 2017 NHRA top fuel dragster champion. This, I think, was a 2018 release from Autoworld, so that's the newest thing you'll see today. All the other stuff is from the early 2000s, something like that, even the late 90s. That Mac Tools car you see sitting here in front of you is from the Gator Nationals in Florida from 97, so some older stuff. So anyways, even as an added bonus, I'm going to be unboxing a Chase Green Machine Fiat Topolino. This is one of the most popular altered fuel cars from the 50s until nowadays. This and the 27T bucket were very popular choices in that series. I don't even know if I would rate those as gassers. Just altereds, I guess, is how I remember people calling them. The Fiat, Topolino, the Bantam, and the 27T were probably the top three choices in that class of altereds. I don't know much about the classification, so I may be wrong on those details, but I do know those three are probably the prime choices for that class, though. So anyways, let's go ahead and start looking at some of these guys. This is actually my favorite of the group. This Muscle Machines Nitro Coupe series. And it was in affiliation with Super Chevy Show, Super Chevy Magazine, which would go around to certain drag tracks and they would have a weekend show. Actually, I did this back in 93 with my father. He had a 66 Chevelle that we would take to this show at Norwalk. So anyways, it was drag racing event and car show and everything. Great time. If you ever have an opportunity to attend one of their events, I would highly recommend it. Because not only am I a Mopar guy, but big Chevy guy. Actually, I grew up with Chevy long before Mopar came into my life. So this is a very cool series that Muscle Machines came out with. Very detailed series, too. Kind of more authentic than cartoonish looking, like a lot of their cars are. This is more accurate. A little big for 1/64 scale, but hey, it's not bad, though. Very nice cars. I went ahead and cut the back of this one open. That way it would be a little easier to get out for the video. That way you guys don't have to wait for me to open this, because sometimes cutting these can be really tough. So there she is. Get it out. Oops. So these are really cool. As you can see, kind of an accurate tube chassis. The only thing I have a complaint about is the tires on the back. Could have been a little bigger, and the wheel diameter could have been a little bit smaller. But these are actually really cool. They have opening doors, which they did a nice job on because it doesn't take away from the body lines of the vehicle. Very cool. And also, the next best thing is the removable front clip with detailed engine. Now this, because it has the Pro Stock scoop, they took off the bug catcher style scoop. That's what they used to nickname those with the fuel injection, was the bug catcher type of scoop that goes on top. For some reason this is not focusing. There we go. So you can see where it looks like it's almost missing a piece, and you'll see what I'm talking about with the bug catcher scoop on the Vette that we're going to open next. So really cool car, really cool piece for Muscle Machines, for I think it's Funline. Corporation. These are very cool. Unfortunately, they're all Chevys or Willys and things like that because it was for the Super Chevy show, so you're not going to see really any Fords in this series from Muscle Machines. There's another one, as you see, superchevyshow.com, and this is the 63 Corvette Pro Mod. So let's get this one out and take a look at it so I can show you the engine details on this one. So there she is. And this one you can kind of see the back wheels a little better, and if it focuses. Yeah, I don't know what's with the phone today. It's not focusing too well. Okay, there we go. So see how the back wheels are a bigger diameter than the front. Really shouldn't be that way. The big slicks should have a bigger sidewall, same size, like 15-inch diameter wheel on the back as they do in the front. That's the only complaint I have about these. Besides that, they're great. Opening doors. And then once again, the removable front clip. And that's what I meant by the bug catcher for the electronic fuel injection. So it's kind of a really cool setup, especially on this one. The other one, as I said, because I had the Pro Stock style scoop on the 55 Chevy, it's kind of a little bit, I don't know, incorrect because there's nothing on top. It should still have some type of injection or something on it. And once again, I apologize that this is not focusing in too well today. So anyways, that's the 63 Vet, and these two are a couple of my favorites actually from Muscle Machines, and they are actually really cool. I would like to find the Willys, and they make a couple Camaros. The Camaro's wheelbase seems a little off to me on the 67, 68. The 82 is okay, but the front clip on the 82 seems a little big. The Vets, the 55 Chevy, the 57 Chevy, and the 33 Willys seem to be the best of the group. So let's go ahead and open the green machine next. And this guy is usually black, so let's go ahead and get him out of this package. Get a better look at him. And these are really cool little cars. Greenlight did a good job with getting the details and things right on this car. The wheels are like the old Hildebrand style. Looks like he's running a big block Chevy by the way the pipes are split and the way the valve covers are. Looks like an old Hilborn injection or Inglis injection. A very cool little car. Only complaint I have is the front axle, the big nipples on the wheels. That kind of makes it look a little out of place, but if you look at Hot Wheels 55 Chevy gassers, the front end where the axle goes looks really out of place on it. So here's an Action Collectibles 2000 Camaro funny car of Jerry Tolliver. And this is like the Rock Wrestling paint job from the WWE at that time, or WWF I should say. And these packages Action had were actually really cool because you can open these like a Protecto pack and you don't even have to worry about hurting the package or anything. You can open the car as you please, display it, and put it back in the package and display it. So these are actually really cool package ideas. MyJoe and M2 started doing this too. Well, the MyJoe M2s. The M2 regular series, they're still doing the sealed clamshell, but on the other ones they have, for with MyJoe, are like Protecto packs. So, really cool car. Action does really nice with their engine details and things like that on their race cars. Very accurate. Yeah, one day I'll do some NASCARs too. I got some old NASCARs from Action that are really cool. I just did some pics on Instagram of the Budweiser Monte Carlo SS from the 80s you might want to check out. And as I said before, on Instagram we're the same as on YouTube, Ron's Muscle Car Diecast. It's just one word on Instagram. So let's go ahead and get Anton Brown out and look at him. Actually, to be honest, these were opened at one point already and on display, and then I kind of resealed it and put them back on my wall. But I'm probably going to put them back in my display case now. Eventually, everything I have will be open. So these are really cool. They did a nice job with these, Autoworld did. And I have a lot of Top Fuel cars from when they used to be front end dragsters in the 1960s all the way up until these guys of 2016, 2017 era. And you can just see how the body, everything has evolved. Now they have like a capsule here, like the racing boats. In case of an accident, this kind of detaches and is its own little pod, just like a speedboat, a drag racing boat, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, it's kind of evolved quite a lot. So next one is Lee Pritchett, Papa John's Top Fuel dragster. Same thing, but I favor this one a little more than Anton Brown's because of the fact it says Mopar on it and not Toyota. But the Toyota thing is just a sponsorship. It's not that they're actually running Toyota engines. All these guys are using the same base 520 cubic inch Hemi style engine. So yeah, the Toyota thing's just sponsorship. Just like in NASCAR, Toyota's engine supposedly is Toyota, but it's based on a Chevy engine. So pretty much Toyota's just a nameplate, and that's it. So our next one is an old Johnny Lightning Funny Car Legends. Really like this series. Kind of like Hot Wheels Drag Strip Demons. The castings by Johnny Lightning compared to Hot Wheels is a little primitive, but still nice. The paint schemes are really cool. They did a really cool job, like this Jungle Gym, very cool paint job. An old Monza funny car. Sometimes they're hard to get open, but yeah, as you can see, like the chassis and things like that, the engine, a little primitive with detail, but the paint jobs are killer. So that's the one thing I really like about these, the accurate paint jobs and such. So yeah, as I was saying, the drag racing stuff is my second love after Mopar. I have a bunch of drag racing items, vintage racing items, I should say, in general. NASCAR from the 50s through the 80s, and then drag racing and Trans Am series and so on. Any vintage American racing cars I'm kind of into. So we're opening this guy here, and I pulled one out of my display case to show you because it's one of the matching ones that goes with this guy. The only thing I don't have is the funny car of this 97 Gator Nationals, McTool Gator Nationals from Florida. This is the 97 Pontiac Firebird Pro Stock from that event. And then we have the Top Fuel Dragster, too, from that event. So there's the two matching items there. And as I said, I don't have the funny car. I missed out on buying that one a couple months back. But anyways, it's cool to have this pair here. Both of these items are made by Action Collectibles, and they do a really nice job on their stuff for racing. So there we are. That's everything for today, guys. And yeah, the next couple of weeks we'll probably be doing some older stuff like this, because here in Manila, all like deliveries have stopped, all shipments have stopped, so all of my new items I have coming have been put on hold. So all of my Mini GT stuff, all of my new Autoworlds and M2 things are going to be a while before they get here, so I'm going to be unboxing some of my older stuff and going over it with you guys. So thanks for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, remember to do so. And if you have any questions, comments, please put them in the comments, and any suggestions of something you might like to see, then let me know. Thanks again. Bye bye.